Okay, so let's zoom out. We've got some ground to cover here. We've got some things that have to be straightened out from yesterday. Some things I'm going to make them easier. Okay, but we have the substitution. The only thing is the substitutions are important. The only thing is it may not be necessary to do this two minor substitution of the fourth to get the half diminished on that you know, that's one way to get the string shapes for the half diminished, is just do a two minor substitution. We were talking about that. It might just be easier just to learn these string shapes, because we'd have to learn, you know, where this tritone thing is anyway. But you know, the tritone of the fourth is the seventh of the root. That I know. So here we've got, it might be easier just to realize that half diminished is 7, 2, 4 in a root system, with the Ionian scale being that, the Locrian scale, and according to that root key we have the seventh, the second, and the fourth, and the seventh is our half diminished. This is where these string shapes end up. In the C string shape we don't have 3, 4, 5, we just have the 4. The A string shape we don't have any of them. G string shape we just have the 7. E string shape the 7 and the 2, and the D has the 2 and the 4. Half diminished, so it might be easier. Now these are the long patterns too, right here. So we do have a long pattern to look at over here, but let's first look at the short patterns. You can always play a short pattern if you're at least one fret off of the fret nut or off of the capo. So in the key of E guitar, if this is the fret nut, you know, you can't play any of this. This is your guitar. It's like, my brother had a guitar like that where it just stopped there. It didn't have all this up here. I don't know how that worked. Maybe too tightened from down here. So if that's the case, then we can do the short patterns here, all right? So looking at this for half diminished, if we're starting on a D, now normally the D diatonic is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Okay, in the pentatonic box we will have the fourth there. In the key of C we'll have the G-shaped F. Starting that, this is half diminished now. The D shape would just have its 2, 4. We'd skip the A shape. We take the 7 and the 2 on the E. We go to the 4th on the C shape. Not 3, 4, 5. Just the 4th and the 7th on the G shape. And then once again on the D shape, the 2 and the 4. Okay, so it's like... that would be starting from the I guess it would be here, it would be the triad arpeggio for half diminished. Okay, that was it. Now, if we did that by substitution of the 2 minor, because if we look at the 2 minor here, it's got the 2 minor right up here. These 3 notes. Okay, that is 6, 2, 4. But we want 7, 2, 4. So if we just switch that 6 to a 7, that is our half diminished triad. Okay, so one easy way to do a half diminished is to just play the 2 minor and then raise the 7, or add the 7 for a half diminished 7th chord. That nice half diminished 7th chord, as opposed to okay. And the way to do that would be just to make the substitution down here. And what I'm saying is maybe we don't have to do that. Okay? Because the way to make the substitution is, let's say we're in the C box here, right? To get to that 2 minor, we're going to use the F shape for the parent major of that 2 minor. So we're going to use the 4 major shape, which is E in the C box, and we're going to use that 4 major shape to get that 2 minor. So if I play a 4 major pentatonic, I've just covered that 2 minor within that 4 major pentatonic. It's the parent scale. So it's within that scale, and then to do this particular string shape set in that E position, in that E substitution, what we'd get is, okay, so for the D box on the bottom, now we're not starting on the D box, and these diagrams start on the D box. We'd have to start on the E. We're just going to start on the E and go rotating upward back to that E. So we're going to start on the E on its root. The root's going to be F now, so this is why we're not going to be doing this. 4 plus on the C box is there because here's 3, 4, 5, right? Actually, it's not going to be 3, 4, 5 in the E position starting on root. So E7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is going to be 3, 4, 5 of the F. It's not 3, 4, 5 of the C box, because the 3, 4, 5 is down here in the C box, down 1 string. Okay, so go up 1 string with the pattern and you're at the 4th. So in that case, we're going to have just the tritone there, which is 4 plus in the C, and then the G we're going to have 6 root. Okay, that's 6 root of the F now, not 6 root of the C shape. Okay, of the E shape rather, the E-shaped F. 6 root, and then we're going to skip the next string, and then we're going to go to the repeat of the F sharp, or the 4 plus, and the 6th. Alright, and then back up to the root. So that's a lot of derivation just to get the same thing when we could have started here on the E and just gone. Now remember, this is back into the C box itself. Now we don't have to start on the E again, sorry. We're going to be starting on the C there. So because we're in the C box, no more substitution. This is the straight way of doing it. So it'd just be 4, 7, okay, C to G. Now we go back to D down here, 2, 4, and then skip A, and then 7, 2. Okay, that 7-2 warps over, and then back to the C on the 4 there. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to, this took a lot of work to prove it, to derive it and prove it. And it will come in handy, I'm sure. It makes the other substitutions easier if we don't have to substitute to get the half diminished. So the half diminished, I think, will be easier just to substitute. Just to use the straight string shapes. You just learn a new set of string shapes there. You know, it's 2, 4. And so in the A box, the top and the bottom string you don't have to play. Okay, so that's what's going on with clarifications.